Welcome back to Brainflow TV / Hot Topics TV. If you've never been here before, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, family. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up on this channel. Let's get right into the topic. So, judge denies YNW Melly's bond as the rapper awaits a retrial in his double murder case. First of all, the first headlines said a few days ago before this that YNW Melly could be released on bond pending double murder retrial. And of course, all his well-wishers, including his family, his mama is a strong advocate for him. You know, they all got happy. His fan base got super happy. Let that man go. He ain't did nothing. Others are like, let that man go. Even if he did do something, y'all have not been able to prove it for how many years now. So it's time for you to just let him go. Well, here's the update to that story, and things didn't work out the way that they thought it would work out. By the way, I seen YNW Bortland on tape, and YNW Bortland looks like he's having a hell of a time in prison, or jail rather. Some people are made for certain environments. I don't know. Or he is just adapting well. Anyways, according to CBS South Florida News, it says a judge has denied bond for rapper YNW Melly as he awaits a retrial in his double murder case. That means bond was denied. He is not going to be going home. He is not going to be able to fight this from the outside, at least for now. The 24-year-old rapper, whose name is Jamel Demons, and his attorneys, they tried to persuade the judge that he should be granted bond because he'd been down for so long with no conviction, and also because of the horrendous living conditions that he was held under. After careful consideration, this court finds that the state has met its burden of demonstrating that the proof of guilt is evident and that presumption of guilt is great. The jurors' inability to reach a unanimous verdict does not alter the nation or weight of the evidence of defendant's guilt, is what the judge said. I want y'all to look at this very carefully. For all the YNW Melly fans out there, they are planning to hold YNW Melly until he is actually found guilty in a court of law. If you remember his last trial, you will remember that it was only one juror that held out. And many are saying that that one juror was persuaded by outside sources, to include YNW Melly's own mama showing up to the courthouse, sitting in the parking lot where the jury members would park their cars and come in, and crying in front of them. There was one particular juror who said from the beginning, I don't give a damn what they show me or tell me in a court. I'm voting not guilty. The other jury members, or the foreman of that jury should have told that to the judge earlier, but they did not. And she stuck to it. So in the end, it was 1 against 11. And then she got one more person to come on over to her side a few hours before the judge called it quits, start all over again. After careful consideration, this court finds that the state has met its burden of demonstrating that the proof of guilt is evident and the presumption of guilt is great. In other words, the state laid its case before a judge who sees very much that YNW Melly, according to the evidence put before him or her, the judge, is guilty of whatever the hell he's accused of. Therefore, we're not letting him go. This is a dangerous person, inside or outside. So At an Arthur hearing that was held earlier this month to let the judge hear arguments for and against the bond, the mother of one of the alleged victims, who spoke over a Zoom call, said that she was worried for her own safety if YNW Melly was to be released. Hell, he killed my son. And I think he's the type of person to have me killed also kind of vibe she was giving off. Her exact words weren't that, though. Her exact words were, I don't think he should receive a bond. He's innocent until proven guilty, but he has money, and I don't want anything to happen to me and my family. No bond, please. She said. This is Leandra Phillips, who is the mother of Christopher Thomas. YNW Juvie. Melly has been behind bars in Broward County, Florida, since surrendering to authorities in February of 2019 to face 2 charges of first-degree murder. It's 2024. He has been held without bond since his arrest. Now, in requesting the hearing, the defense attorney was arguing that Melly's co-defendant, who is facing the same charges, was granted bond at some point. If you remember, YNW, you have YNW Juvie, YNW Sack Chaser, YNW Melly, and YNW Bortland. Bortland and Melly are the 2 who are on trial for the murders. Juvie and Sack Chaser are the 2 who are the victims in this situation. They were murdered. YNW Bortland, or Cortland Henry, his government name, Cortland Henry was given bond. He was released on bond. And what did he do the first time he was released on bond? He went to places he was told not to go to, or else his bond would be revoked. Actually, it was found out that he went to a strip club. Now, they revoked his bond after he went to a strip club. And he was back in lockup. And then he got released on bond again, because his attorney was able to argue that, come on, judge, he's only 21, 22, whatever. He's a young guy. You know, testosterone's to the roof, hormones raging. I mean, we do dumb things, but what he did was nothing that would have harmed anybody else. He went to a strip club to see some entertainment, and he's a young adult, legally able to do so except for his bond. He threw some money in the club and he went home. That is all he did. And the judge actually bought it. And the judge released him on bond again. And then he was, again, according to evidence, caught up in witness tampering with YNW Melly, working with Melly from the inside while him being the legs and arms on the outside to get things done, and they revoked his bond again. Not only that, let's not forget that they did a raid on YNW Bortland's home, and one of the things that are shocking in the raid was that inside YNW Bortland's home they found a book with a list of names of all the jury members who served on YNW Melly's trial when his trial ended the way it ended. Why would he have a list of all the names? I don't know. Was he searching to find all their addresses? Were they going to be reaching out to each individual? Did he have this list of names while the trial was going on or before the trial started? I don't know. But that was one of the things that are super concerning that they found in YNW Bortland's crib. And they decided, hey, he got to be locked up. So they revoked his bond again. Now YNW Melly's attorney is saying, y'all gave Bortland bond twice, and Melly still has not had a bond since day one back in 2019 when he willingly surrendered to you guys. You didn't have to chase him. You said come in, and he came in. You arrested him, and he hasn't been out since. Why can't he get a bond as well? YNW Melly is accused of shooting and killing 2 childhood friends, which are Christopher Thomas Jr. and Anthony Williams, respectively, YNW Juvie, and YNW Sack Chaser. They were all a part of the YNW Rapper Collective, the group. Everybody in the group has YNW on their name. YNW Melly, Williams, and Thomas, they were all riding in a Jeep that was driven by Cortland Henry, or Bortland, known as YNW Bortland, after a recording session in Fort Lauderdale when, according to law enforcement evidence, YNW Melly shot and killed both Juvie and Sack Chaser, or Williams and Thomas, respectfully, government names. Authorities said that YNW Melly said and Henry staged the crime scene to resemble a drive-by shooting. Henry is charged as an accomplice in this case, but will be tried separately and also is not facing the death penalty. The initial double murder trial for YNW Melly ended in a mistrial July 22nd of 2024 when jurors were deadlocked and couldn't reach a unanimous verdict. A retrial is now set to begin October 9th of 2025, with jury selection starting October 9th of 2025. This trial seems like it's going to go into 2026. But let's see. Now, during his first trial, prosecutors said the shooting was part of a gang action, while defense attorneys said the motive lacked credibility because Demons and the victims were actually really close friends. The defense said that YNW Melly was at home at the time of the killings, but they can't prove that. The prosecution can, however, prove he was not at home at the time of the killing. YNW Melly has pleaded not guilty and faces a possible death sentence if he is convicted. At this point, I think that YNW Melly, they won't have a problem giving him the death penalty because he is not so young anymore. And people tend to forget that when this all happened, he was a teenager. He was 19 years old. But now he is mid-20s. You know, they will see you as closer to 30 than you are to 20, if you understand my reasoning. So they will definitely have no problem throwing the death penalty at him if it is proven that he executed his friends in the manner in which he did. So at the end of the day, he went to the courts complaining about the conditions in which he's being held. His attorneys tried to get bail for him, but that was denied. Now he is back to waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this whole YNW Melly thing. Should he have gotten bailed? You know, he's been in there since 2019, since he was 19 years old. It's 2025. You know, what do you think? Have you heard or seen all the evidence? And do you think that he is guilty? Meet you in the comment section. Catch you on the next video. Okay, so the Cardi B and Tasha K saga continues. It's 2025, y'all. Welcome to the new year. But some old drama from last year has made it into this year, and we're about to talk about it. Here we go. So, Cardi B and Tasha K, they are set to face off in court once again. This time, it's in the Southern District of Florida's bankruptcy court. If y'all didn't know it, Tasha K got on her podcast, on her YouTube channel, and she said a whole bunch of disparaging things about Cardi B. Stuff like, you know, she was a stripper that used to insert things into her for JJ, and she had an STD, and she, you know, just all kinds of stuff. Cardi B at the time was pregnant. Cardi B was sending out cease and desist, and Tasha K was neither ceasing nor desisting. And she begged her to stop. Please take these things back. You're ruining my marriage. You're making it hard for me to even be intimate with my husband because he's looking at me sideways like you talking facts when you're not. Tasha K said something like, they got lawyers, we got lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Come on, let's do it. Whatever the case may be. Something along those lines. Don't quote me, not specifically. However, it turned out really bad for Tasha K, which I also think was a landmark in setting an example for all people who do what Tasha K does. This thing you do on YouTube talking about people, it can really cost you in the end. It could cost you in the amounts that you can't even afford to pay. So let's talk about that. So now they're heading for a bankruptcy court because what? The 2-day hearing is scheduled for February 24th and February 25th of 2025. It marks another chapter in their contentious legal battle over $3.9 million defamation judgment that was awarded to Cardi B in 2019. In other words, Cardi B said, oh, so you just want to talk shit about me and my family and you think you're going to get away with it. Well, I'm going to show you you cannot use your platform to elevate yourself while you are defaming other people and messing up my brand, my money, my family. I'm going to make you pay for this. And she did. And the judge awarded Cardi B a whopping $3.9 million. Money that Tasha K says, I ain't got it. I don't have that kind of money. Cardi B says, bitch, better have my money. The case continues to draw attention for its high-profile nature and its dramatic twists and turns. The feud began when Cardi B successfully sued Tasha K for defamation after the blogger spread damaging and false rumors about her. Note to the bloggers out there and vloggers, stop spreading damaging and false information about people for likes and to grow your channel because it can backfire in a big way. This story right here is a perfect example of how. And the court system is not playing with you. Once this judgment is put out there, you have to pay it. You can't just file bankruptcy all the time and get away from it. The juror's decision in Cardi B's favor resulted in a multi-million-dollar judgment, sending Tasha K into a financial meltdown. In 2023, Tasha K filed for bankruptcy, claiming that her assets were worth less than $60,000. That's to include house, car, clothes, shoes, everything in the kitchen sink and the cabinets and the damn refrigerator. Cardi B, however, alleges that this move was part of a calculated scheme to avoid paying the damages. Cardi B's legal team has accused Tasha K and her husband of hiding assets, including funds, in offshore accounts to evade the court's ruling. They argue that Tasha K's bankruptcy filing is a tactic to skirt accountability and are pushing to have this case dismissed. Well, it ain't being dismissed because there's a clause in the bankruptcy that says if Tasha K did what she did in a malicious and intentful way, then this bankruptcy must not be dismissed. Cardi B's attorneys took it to court and showed that Tasha K did what she did in a malicious and intentful manner. When she kept on asking her to stop, when she kept on pleading with her that this is damaging my brand, this is damaging my family, she did not. She went even harder in the paint. And because of that, a judge had ruled that the bankruptcy stands. So they have to pay that money to Cardi B. Not only that, I know my memory is not fuzzy, But I remember Tasha K visiting Africa shortly after this situation happened. And I remember her talking about vlogging and showing a picture of her standing in front of a bank. And she was like, after you put this much money into a bank, you would expect for them to send a limousine to come pick you up and stuff. Basically, she was trolling. And her whole support team, her whole fan base was saying, you go, girl, move that money to Africa where they can't touch it. Well, Cardi B's attorneys and her, Cardi B, obviously were paying attention because they brought that up too. You think we don't know that you hiding money overseas? You think we don't know you stashed the money in Africa because you don't want to pay this judgment? Oh, you going to pay me my money. Now, I'm saying, if I was Tasha K, if I was really going to put some money offshore, say in Africa somewhere, in a Nigerian bank, I would just not have said anything about it. Not put it on social media that that's what I'm doing, and now they could use it against me in a court of law. But silly is as silly does, you know? So as the legal drama escalates, the bankruptcy court has issued a strict deadline. Before hearing, both sides must provide the other with discovery paperwork by February 14th of 2025. Tasha K claims that Cardi B's lawsuit of the earnings, pursuance of the earnings, is due to revenge. Man, Tasha K better go sit her ass down. Is due to revenge. Tasha told the courts that Cardi B had a vendetta against her, which sparked the relentless hassle after the blogger claimed bankruptcy. Cardi frequently responded to Tasha's claims on social media and live streams amid the lawsuit, and Cardi is also dealing with her divorce from Onset now at the same time. Well, Tasha K might not know it, but she doesn't have a leg to stand on. Because, of course, Cardi B was feeling a bit revengeful. Why would she not? She served you cease and desist many times. She asked you many times to stop talking about her and her family in this manner that you were. Stop pursuing the issue. Stop putting out these false narratives and false information, and you kept on doing it anyways. Any human being would have been angered. And at the same time, it's not like you have a small platform with like 10,000 subscribers. You have over 1 million subscribers with hundreds of thousands of people tuning in every time to hear your lies. What you went to court and admitted were lies. So, of course, Cardi B had every right. But I guess Tasha K is going to try to fight this thing as much as she can for as long as she can. I think eventually it's just going to blow up in her face all the way to where there is no more court dates to this. She just has to pay it forward. Cardi B, on the other hand, she maintains that she is simply seeking justice and accountability after Tasha K tarnished her reputation on a massive scale, with both sides firmly entrenched, dug in for the fight. The courtroom countdown promises to be another intense and high-stake battle. The outcome could have far-reaching implications for both parties and the larger conversation around accountability and defamation in the digital age. Let me predict what's going to happen already. And you tell me in the comment section if you agree. What's going to happen here is Tasha K is going to lose. Cardi B is going to win. And the precedents will be set that you cannot grab a microphone and a camera, sit and build an audience on defamation of people's character, tearing down their business, their brand, and then walk away with no accountability while you earn lots of views and subscribers and dollars and cents and followers. It does not work that way. And they're about to show us clearly it does not work that way. Remember, I predicted this January 13th of 2025. We'll see how the rest of the year goes. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. Do you think that Tasha K should be made to pay that $3.9 million to Cardi B? And do you think that Cardi B has every right to be pursuing this money, or should she just let it go? I'll catch you in the comment section. Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of this family on BrainFlow TV /Hot Topics TV. I'm out. Peace.